Time for a new segment I like to call Ben Salutes, where I do positive reviews on some of my favorite shows, movies, you name it. I'll review it. Today, I'm saluting my all-time favorite TV show, Hi Puffy AmiYumi. Yay! Okay, where do I start? Well, let me tell you a little story. I didn't used to like this show because it was focused on girls, and I didn't like girls back then. And finally, when I just watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this show. It was that good. And as I've watched it, I've enjoyed it much and much more because I found something else to like about it. There's so many things I like about this show that I'll have to break it down on what's the best. First, I'll start with the characters. The characters are very positive. They are not annoying. They're not violent. They're just great characters. Especially Ami. She may look pretty, but she's nice. She is so nice. She's nice to everybody, and she's a good role model for girls. Unlike some certain female celebrities that aren't good role models for girls. I'm not going to say any names though. Anyway, there's also Yumi. Yumi is Ami's best friend, and Yumi is she's good too. She may look gothic and everything, but she's not. She's not like those emos you see on the street cutting themselves. She's the kind of girl. She's a very nice girl as well. She has a heart of gold. She never wants to hurt Ami's feelings and is always caring for those she cares about. And there's Kaz. Sure, he's an idiot and he's a jerk, but he's a likable character. See, you know you got a good show when even the jerk is a likable character. He's just as greedy as Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, but I sometimes feel that Kaz will do anything for his money. Also about this, there's a lot of things people seem to hate about this show is, I don't know. It seems that when people hate this show, they say it's just bad. I want them to define bad because a lot of people have different tastes, but I don't see how anyone could actually call this show bad. I mean, well, they probably... Okay, some of the jokes aren't funny. Well, I don't think that's exactly true. It's pretty simple humor. I mean, there's no fart jokes or nasty jokes or any other stuff like that on this show, unlike some certain modern cartoons. Still, I'm not going to say any names. Anyway, besides the writing being good, the visuals are also amazing as well. This show is so fun to look at, so bright and colorful, and it's not depressing at all. It's pretty dang cool. I mean, all the colors, it's pretty awesome. I love it very much. And this show, I mean, like most popular shows, this has launched a lot of form of popular media, like video games, which is awesome, toys, which is awesome, and other cool stuff. Another awesome thing about this show is it's based off a real life band, Puffy, and that's awesome because I never knew about this band until I seen this show, and thanks to that, they're now my favorite band, and this show has got to be one of the most addicting theme songs ever.
Hi, Puffy, AmiYumi show. Hi, Puffy, AmiYumi show. On the Hi, Puffy, AmiYumi show. Anything is possible.
It will never leave you. It's almost as addictive as the DuckTales theme song. DuckTales, woo! Oh, don't get me started on that. So anyway, besides from the theme song, there's also a lot of songs featured in this show. There's a lot of montages featuring songs by Puffy. Isn't that cool? What other cartoon does that? No other kids cartoon has ever had musical montages like that. It's pretty amazing. In fact, there are some In fact, this show has a lot of pop culture references, but thankfully they don't depend on pop culture references to be funny. They just have little tidbits every now and then. Like there's one episode where Ami and Yumi have to find the magical golden fleece in ancient Greece. Kind of reminds me of Jason and the Argonauts. And also there's also an episode where Ami and Yumi get their own sitcom, and that features a lot of sitcom parodies like the Flintstones, Three's Company, and the Munsters. Also, a big disappointment about this show is it didn't last that long. It really, at the end of season 3, season 4, you can tell season 4 was on the way because they had a lot of stuff to do. But Cartoon Network is so mean. They canceled the show and didn't even air the last 5 episodes. So now, us fans, we're left in the gutter because we haven't seen a lot of the 5 episodes. Well, we've seen some of them because they're in Japanese. Yeah, Japanese. We can't understand them. That's not nice. Another big disappointment about this show is the last episode. Not because that's bad, but because it's good. Ami and Yumi are having a band reunion, and they soon find out that their old band member Julie is coming to visit, and then Yumi is happy to see Julie, but Ami isn't. Soon Yumi starts to ignore Ami, and soon Ami learns that Julie is actually trying to kill him, and then at the end, Julie almost kills him, but doesn't, and so she tries to steal the spotlight from Ami and Yumi, but it doesn't work because everyone doesn't like her, so she gets thrown in a mental facility. And then finally, it goes to her, and Ami and Yumi reunite, and they apologize to each other. Then it goes to Julie, who's in an alley, and saying, "Revenge will be mine." Oh my gosh, that's so awesome! I can't wait for the next episode! Cancelled. Dang it! I hate it when that happens. When TV shows are so good that they end on a cliffhanger that's never answered. That's bull. And finally, I had to address this topic. One of the things I hate most about this show is the naysayers who think Ami and Yumi are gay. Okay. To you naysayers who think Ami and Yumi are gay, here's this. If you actually gave time to watch the show, they're not gay. If you watch the show, they have a bunch of crushes on boys. They're boy crazy, I tell you. There's one episode where Ami and Yumi fight over a boy they have a crush on. That's how straight they are. So, in your face, you dagnab naysayers. Ha! And there's also, you know what I hate? When I say I like this show and somebody says, "But that's a girl show." Okay, let me clear this. There's no such thing as girl shows and boy shows. They're just called shows. Define what a girl show is. A show where girls are the main characters, or a show that's aimed directly at girls. I think it's just a show where girls are the main characters, but boys can still watch it. And I think if there was a show where it was just aimed at girls or aimed at boys, it would be kind of sexist, wouldn't it? So anyway, here's to you. Hi, Puffy, AmiYumi. Fun to look at, great characters, and best of all, my favorite show of all time. I salute you. Ben signing out.